Europeans saying, oh, yeah, sex. Now, they can blame it on Germany all they want. I'm saying it's the European Union. Sex with children is normal. And I keep telling you guys, it is normal for that culture. It is normal for the Neanderthal. But some people are not Neanderthal. And for you, this shit ain't normal. And you don't like it. And I don't care what your sexual preference is, as long as it's not child. I don't care what your race is. I don't care what your age is. I don't care what your skin color is. If you don't think it's normal, then you need to try to stand up one way or another against the people that are currently in charge of damn near the whole planet right now. That's the European Union, the financial, the international bankers, the Pope of Rome, and his Jesuit militia under the Jesuit general. These people have strategically infiltrated everything, and they are everywhere making a damn mess of everything because they're just after people's children. Because they're so stuck in low chakras below the navel. And while everybody's tripping on, I ain't working with no niggers, and I ain't working with no crackers, the children are dying, goddammit. Now, do you care? If you don't care about nothing but the children that look like your ass, if you only care about Jewish children, or you only care about so-called black children, or you only care about so-called white children, do you care? And again, whether you believe in reincarnation or not, there's no guarantee that when you come back here, you won't find your way one way or another into the hands of these very people. Because they're snatching children from countries, they're snatching children from hospitals, they're snatching them off the streets, they're molesting them in the schools, they're molesting them in the churches and in the preschools. In the foster homes, in the group homes, somebody better ask somebody. And you guys have to absolve me for getting on a rant and getting nowhere near spirituality today. Maybe that was just not where I was supposed to go. And I got to say this before we close. The sister wanted to not have the show today. As a matter of fact, she would like to take a break and not have the show again at all, any of the shows on the New Kemet Network until September. There are a couple of reasons, the primary one being lack of support. And by support, she meant not enough people having a show. Because when she set this up, she was trying to help see what she could do to liberate the people, and it's costing her $40 a month. I haven't paid any of it because I was asked to be on the show. Then there are other people that asked her, could they have a show? Probably, that haven't offered to help, and I'm sure she hasn't asked. But a lot of the shows that used to be on New Kemet, the people that were running the shows have since quit, and the shows are no longer running. So we're at a point now we only have 2 shows left, my show and the Free from Change show. I didn't realize that was the case. I do my show every other Thursday. Free from Change does their show every other Tuesday. The sister's feeling like I have better things to do with my money. It is a waste of $40 a month to just have 2 shows. She wanted to have a show every day. You only allow 1 show per day, but she wanted somebody on every day. So I'm going to say this. Over a month ago, I gave you guys an email address that you can make a donation to PayPal. And if I have 500 clockable listeners, which means that means we have 200 to 500 more that are not clocked. If we have between 500 and 1,000 listeners, if you guys don't feel like you can donate 50 cents each or $1 each or, I don't know, whatever to try to help with the offset. And I've never asked before, so, I didn't realize until, I think, yesterday, it was at this point. And the sister, she said, and you're talking about quitting? I said, I never said I was, way back. I said, I wasn't talking about quitting. I was talking about quitting the discussion of spirituality and going into law. I will quit talking when I basically have said what you need to know of the little bit that I know, which ain't that much, but you need to know it. So it's been over a month since I set up that email address, which is the number 4, the letter U, Yaffa, Y-A, F like Frank, F like Frank, A, and it's going to come up under my birth certificate name, Sharon, but it's 4U Yaffa at access, A-C-C-E-S S, like that's entry and access, the number 4, and the word less, Less, like more or less, .net. For you, Yaffa, at access4less.net. And that was just of you, because people had said, I want to support you, and how do I support you? So I set up the email for the people that want to support me, whatever way they want to support me, that want to donate. But 2 people have made a donation. That email address has been sitting up for over a month. One person donated $5 over, not this Saturday that just passed, but the Saturday before that. And this Friday that just passed, one sister donated $20, and these were both sisters, which, usually sisters are very supportive. One sister donated $20, but that's been all of the donation. And since it was brought to my attention yesterday that the sister says, and she said it's not money, it's just a waste of money. She doesn't want to spend $40 a month for just 2 shows. And if that's the case, she wants to take a break and not do another show until September. And I said, well, that's a great idea, but I'm going to tell you now, if I take a break, I'm not coming back. I'm not going to come back and start talking anymore. So if we take a break, Yaffa's done. And I'm going to tell you why I'm done. Sister Jewel Pookrum is, as I've told you before, in my opinion, is a scholar. She is a real medical doctor. I'm just a spiritual doctor. She is a real medical doctor. Performed surgeries, been in the hospital, med school doctor. She's been speaking on things that will help people, whoever's people, but especially her target audience is melanin rich, like mine. I'm for anybody, but my target audience is melanin rich people. But she's been speaking since long before I ever even woke up and became aware of anything. She was in New Jersey about a month ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago. Now, anybody that knows anything about Jewel Pookrum knows Jewel is not cheap. She's not cheap, and she's worth every dime. You do not get to see Jewel Pookrum speak live unless you pay a minimum of $50 per person, minimum. That's what I've been knowing of her over the years. Now, she was in New Jersey, and they only charge $25 per person. Somebody better ask somebody. For Jewel Pookrum, shit, that's free. That's a damn tip. Now, most of the people that I know didn't know. I found out about it from one of my listeners who was in attendance, and I guess he found out about it at the last minute. But when I told all my homegirls about it, it's like, what? Jewel Pookrum was somewhere for $25. Shit, I'd have jumped on a plane and went to see her for that. That's free for her. People were willing to, it's like they'd have been willing to get on a plane and fly. But the point is, there were only 6 people in attendance. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That, in my opinion, is a damn shame. Now, people are always asking me, so Sister Yaffa, when are you coming to Georgia? Or when are you coming to Chicago? Or when are you coming to Carolina? Or when are you coming to Virginia? A Yaffa ain't coming. If Jewel Pookrum can't get more than 6 people up in the house, I know I can't get anybody. I don't need to waste my time. If you can't come and pack a house for her for $25 each, nobody's going to come and see me, because I don't have anything to say that's any more important than her. So I'm saying all that to say, I haven't asked anybody to support, but I'm going to say, if you guys want to hear whatever you think I have to say or don't have to say, if you want me to continue talking and you don't want this sister to go off on some, let's take a vacation break so we can just do some other creativity and do some other things and come back in September like school, then y'all need to donate. Well, yes, ma'am.
Well, Yaffa, I was going through some of the people that I actually know, and I'm trying to get like at least 3 more people to do the show, because the reason why I wanted to stop, to be actually accurate, is because for this month, when I went to see the calendar and I see no one program anything and everybody dropped out. Yes, it was. I was very disappointed because, unlike other blog talk shows, I'm not selfish. We're not selfish. If you have business, if you have any knowledge of lifting up the people, just give me a call. I listen to what you have to say, and then, we'll decide whether or not we're going to let you on the air. I have all of these organizations, and for Blog Talk Radio, for you just to do 2 shows a week, it doesn't make sense when you have 7 days a week. You're doing 2 shows in a
every other week.
In a week,
not every week.
Yeah. Well, other people have shows, once a week. They only do 1 show or 2 shows, and that's really ridiculous. You're giving the Caucasian people all your money when y'all could just have a network. This is what I try to do. I try to help everyone out, And if I'm helping you out, it was other people that I could have chose to fill up the airtime, and you just, decide not to do the show and don't even call anybody is very, disrespectful, I feel, and I was upset about it. But I have I have 4 more people that I'm going to add, and I'm going to see if they're going to do the show. I'm more about persistency and consistency. I don't like people. Yes, you don't. Well, you and Free From Change, but everybody else just drops out. And I'm like, you having your own airtime. You can advertise your business. You can help your friends out. It's so many things you can do with the airtime. Because not only are we local, we worldwide, and we can use this time, to help each other out. I know everyone is in a financial crisis. A lot of people are having hard times. And I know people that sell jewelry, that have their own business. Yes, I wanted to do a business show, have a business show where everybody would come on and they would advertise their business or what they're trying to do and, at least get their websites up so they can make some money. It's not really difficult. We can actually help each other out, I have a guy that's more that I'm going to ask, and I have someone from that's Nubian, and I have some other people that I'm going to add, psychics and some people that does palm reading. I'm going to try to get all these people on the air, so we can have a whole 7 days a week scheduled radio show.
The bottom line is this. If you can get that, then that's great. She won't feel like she's wasting her money. But if you don't feel like, even with the 1 show, if you like this 1 show that I do enough, that it's like, well, $40 a month, that's not a waste of money for what Yaffa's telling me. If you don't think so, then make the donation so I can give it to her to cover it. You know what I'm saying? Make the donation, I'll give it to the sister, and then she won't feel like she's wasting money with just 2 shows a week. Because like she said, it's not the money, it's a waste of my money. Now, if you don't feel like it's a waste of money because you like the information, then if we got 500 to 1,000 people out there, what's that? 50 cents each, $1 each. I mean, I don't know. I'm not saying that you have to donate, but I'm just saying you should know that this is how the sister feels. When I talked to her yesterday, she was like, "Are we doing this?" Because I was like, "Did you schedule the show? Are we doing the show?" I was thinking we should take a break until September. That's what she told me when I talked to her. Was it when I talked to you yesterday, day before? I'm like, well, I don't know. I didn't, to me, because I am consistent, I would want to warn the people. I would want to give them notice. So I'm kind of warning you now. This is the direction we're headed. If she gets the listeners, great. If she gets the other shows, great. If she doesn't, you guys can donate, and I can give it to her to cover it so she won't feel like it's just a blow of her money. Thank you for listening. You can check out my website, yaffabay.com, Y-A-F like Frank, F like Frank, A, B like boy, E-Y. You can call me up, 213-928-6155. That's the Los Angeles, California number. It doesn't cost you anything per minute. Or you can email me at yaffabay, the number 1, at att.net. And again, you can donate to 4U Yaffa, the number 4 letter U, at access4less.net. Thank you for tuning in and listening. We'll be in touch in 2 weeks from today. Be level and calm, safe, secure, and carefree. Good night.